Hey, this is the Headset Historian, and I just wanted to show off BoboVR's new head strap that they just announced. So this is the S3 Pro Super Strap, compatible with Quest 3. So this is a strap that they just announced on Twitter. They teased about it yesterday that they were going to announce one in 24 hours. So as you can see, it's essentially a premium version upgraded of the BoboVR M2/M3. So the main difference is a more powerful battery bank, more adjustability, and then it also has an integrated cooling fan, which is probably the nicest integration of a cooling fan that I've seen. I guess it doesn't have the, some other products have the facial interface being replaced or putting in like an adapter on the top to kind of blow it directly into the face gasket. This seems to be more of a going over your forehead forwards and backwards, kind of providing cooling that way. And also it has an adjustable dial from 0 to 100, or from 1 to 100 for the fan itself. So let's just take a quick look at some of their tweets that they've mentioned about it. So they're saying here, we hope to create a versatile strap with ultimate experience, providing comfort in multiple scenarios and powerful battery performance. And then they just mentioned, using more advanced technology and higher cost to achieve a better experience. Bring the flagship strap. So bit of a weird phrasing on some things, but that's fine. It gets the message across. So here it's like a teaser, but it's quite obvious what it is even from there. Then they go on to say, upgraded human machine comfort system, simple rear design without simple rear design. What? Simple rear design without simple rear design, without dial protrusion, supporting resting use. Alright, so let's take a look at what some of the features are talking about. So a cloud-like enveloping sensation, so that's just saying it's a halo strap. Zero facial pressure. It's a very bold statement. For the most part it is relatively true, I suppose. Even sleeping is more comfortable, so they're making that claim because the dial doesn't stick out the back, and I guess because this is more, the battery bank is more, how would you say, off kilt at an angle, so it's not going to stick out as much at the back. So that's a nice addition, but I'm a bit skeptical that it's really going to be all that comfortable to lie back on. Adjustable or even removable, that's quite cool actually. I will say I like these types of arms quite a bit that they have, so I'll probably be leaving them on, but it will be interesting to try removing them and using a head strap, forward to back head strap with it. Then the usual honeycomb padding, so they'll give you the usual, the PU leather and also the honeycomb. Personally, I always use the honeycomb because I have fine hair that is prone to slipping. So yeah, it's quite nice to have that. The next tweet then, a brand new active ventilation system. Keep your head and face cool and comfortable while wearing Quest 3 for a long time. So elegant design of aircraft engine turbine shape. So it'll just, if your head gets stuck into it, you'll be blasted out of it in a fine red mist because it's, the power of an engine of an aircraft turbine. So that's brilliant. Built-in head air conditioning system. It's a fan, it's not an air conditioner, but it's marketing. Then it's showing the airflow. Okay, so I guess it's intended to kind of blast straight down here. So that'll be interesting to see what it's like. I guess it might be pretty good, if you're using this in the kind of Quest Pro style where you remove the facial interface and you do have air flowing past you then. Like obviously without the facial interface it's not such a big deal getting hot in VR, but in the summertime I still end up getting really hot anyway, so this might be a nice addition just to have an extra fan for cooling yourself regardless. Intuitive dial, yes, you move it up and down, quite intuitive. Then they mention with the same volume as B2, the new B100 battery. That's a bit confusing, B2 to B100. Might have been better to just go B3 because this is the S3, keep it all in line, but whatever. The battery bank has increased its capacity from 5200 to 10,000 milliamps. Oh, sorry, same volume they mean as in it's in the same form factor, the same size. That's quite good, that's nice. With a 92% increase in battery cell capacity and only a 25% increase in weight. And you know what? Personally, that 25% increase in weight doesn't bother me because I always found I tended to want to add a little bit of extra weight to the back of the BoboVR head strap to balance it just a bit more. So I'm actually fine with that personally. Thanks to the higher output efficiency, the available capacity is doubled. So you'll see there it's just saying, yeah, there's like a charging chip in it, it's protection or whatever. So they're claiming 135%. So, you know, let's say you're getting like an average of an hour. Let's say you're going really hard, you know, you're using Quest Game Optimizer and you're upping the resolution or whatever else. You get an hour, you should get about 2 hours 20 minutes. That's quite nice, you know. Can't complain there. And it's also the swappable battery system, so if you got another one or two of them, you'd be doing pretty well. 20-watt support fast charge. Brilliant. I love when everything supports fast charge. Accurate viewing of battery percentage. So that's must be the dial on the side that it uses, or the we display on the side. But yeah, it seems like they're going to address the issue now where it gets up to 100% rather than with the older battery. That was a big complaint a lot of people had. Then it's $90, although it's not really. You know, it's one of those things that they're saying is $90, but it comes with an early bird discount of 10%, and then you get 20% off if you've bought a BoboVR product before. I don't know if that will work for people that bought it on Amazon or other marketplaces, for example. I'd imagine you have to buy it through their website. I can confirm that I've bought through their website before, and I actually don't think I bought the M2 through their website. I bought the, I forget what you call it, the mini head strap, and I got the discount. So I've purchased this already, just to see what it's like, and yeah, I'll talk about that in a moment. But yeah, so you'll have to pay tax, transport, whatever, just vary. But this is through their website, so obviously you're not going to get the same return process and all that nicety of going with like a more established marketplace. But obviously then you are also given more money directly to them, which personally I'm a fan of, because they do make good products, and I like, you know, companies providing options for us in this space, so I have no issue supporting them directly in that way. And I've pretty much always had good experiences with BoboVR's products before, so I don't see myself returning it unless there's something literally wrong with it. So then they also mentioned we're about to release a brand new supercharging dock that supports fast charging of the B100 battery with a power of 30 watts and can fully charge 80% of its capacity in about 1 hour. Even with only one battery, it can also achieve cyclic power supply. Oh, so they're saying, okay, so they're saying even if you just had one battery, because it charges it so quickly, you would be able to take that one battery off, put it on the dock, and then, you know, an hour later put it back onto the headset before the headset dies and get more charge out of it. And imagine there's diminishing returns. Eventually you're going to get to zero if you keep at that, but that's pretty impressive if that works, you know. And that's kind of a bold thing for them to do themselves, I guess, because it obviously, you know, there's a big benefit in selling two batteries to folks. So, and I like to see that. That's quite consumer friendly. And then this is 6 out of 7. I don't know if their 7th post has gone up yet. No, so we'll check back to that in a moment. So I did buy this. I have had the M3 Pro, and I actually sold it for some reason. I regret selling it, to be totally honest, but I did sell it just because I wanted to try a bunch of other head straps, and I was impatient, and for some reason I sold it. So I did have seller's remorse, I suppose, if that's a term people use. And I do miss the M3 Pro, so when I saw this I was thinking, okay, you know, because I get that discount, it only ends up being about a 10 or more than the M3 Pro for me, so why not give it a go? If you already have an M3 Pro, I would highly doubt that this provides enough value to justify buying another one. What you could do, I suppose, is sell the head strap that you have currently and then get this one and just pay the difference. So that's not a bad idea. This does look tidier, I guess, with the strap, with the cable, the way the cable's fed in there, so that's quite nice. It looks like the color matching is better than before, which isn't a big deal, but for me, I do really like when, you know, things look clean and matching. Not too keen on, you know, a big logo stuck in the side of it, but that is what it is. But yeah, if you already have an M3 Pro, I would probably not recommend this, but we'll see. When I get it, maybe it'll end up being, you know, way better than I expected, and it's, you know, the must-have head strap or something like that. I'm guessing, though, comfort-wise, it's probably going to be almost identical to the M3 Pro. And for me, with a head strap, comfort is the main thing. If you're someone that's living in a very hot place, then the head fan might be quite a nice option. But yeah, I just wanted to shed some light on that, just that it's coming out. Oh, that's actually one thing I was going to say though, because they are saying like this is, you know, the premium high-end option. It would have been kind of nice if they had maybe given an audio solution as an option for this. But to be fair, I'm actually quite happy with the audio on the Quest 3, so you know, that's fine. It's not a big deal. It looks very nice though. It looks well made, it looks well thought out, and I've always been happy with BoboVR stuff. I will have a link in the description below. Just a heads up, it's not a referral link. I don't expect to make any money off it or anything like that. It's just for convenience for yourselves, just to get here easier if you want to. But otherwise, just BoboVR.com, and it's right there on the front page. If you click on here, it still says this, which I love, the Pro Supper Strap, the BoboVR S3 Pro Supper Strap. So I guess, yeah, like I have seen people cooking in mixed reality and stuff, so maybe that's what they're intending. They're really leaning into that market of people cooking with their headset on, so you're going to be a pro at making supper. That'll be quite nice. Anyway, that joke was god awful. I understand if you all unsubscribe and block me permanently after that, but yeah, it looks great, to be honest. Let's quickly check. Yeah, so £83, that's what they're saying is the UK price. £109 is that's with tax and stuff, so £109 is pricey enough for a head strap. It's still cheaper than the official head strap though, so the official battery head strap. That's £83 with the, what do you call it, the early bird discount, which is 10%, and then 20%, which I think brought it to about £65, I think it was. I forget, that doesn't make sense though. That's a lot lower than 20%. But yeah, I paid, I think it was £68 with postage I paid, so that's quite nice. I'm not sure if that's a mistake actually, so maybe hop on now if you're about. But yeah, that's it. We'll just quickly check, see if they put up the final tweet. But no, not yet. I'd imagine it's just showing off the charging dock, which is, you know, it's a charging dock. Maybe the charging dock's up here. Is it the twin charger dock? No, that's the normal one. Then yeah, they don't have the new products up there just yet. But yes, that is the S3 Pro Supper Strap, or Super Strap as it says here, which is correct. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was interesting. Hopefully, you know, might give you a heads up, because I'm sure these will probably sell out quick enough. But at the same time, don't just rush out and buy it just because of that. You know, do take your time to consider if you actually want it or not. And I should get it in maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. They've usually been about a week when I buy something, and I think I got in pretty early. I got in when they were still tweeting, so hopefully I get it next week and I can do a review and give you an opinion on it then. But yeah, that's all I have to say, and hope you're all having a great day. Take care.